Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. My name is Tobal, and we just left off outside of this mansion southwest of Friendship. It's in a great spot because it's far away from a main city. It's really close to a swamp, which is kind of like backup water in the event that this mansion doesn't have a pool, but I don't think I've found one that does not, and there, sure enough, we do have pool water here. That's basically an unlimited supply of clean water. So I'm super excited. The problem right now is that we're going to have to clean house a bit. So I'm going to try to get everybody in a nice line for me to see what the building looks like. What the heck is that, a hairpin? Okay. I want to go around to the main door of this building because in the main entrance, generally speaking, there is a chance that you're going to get a suit of armor and a long polearm. So a sports car here has... it actually has, it looks like everything that we need to get moving if we need to. Again, I want to bring our RV that we just found in the last episode over to here probably. We found it last episode. We haven't talked about moving it, but obviously now that we found a lovely, lovely mansion, that's going to be something we want to try, is to move it over here. They must have adjusted. Oh crap, I'm gonna go run downstairs real quick and try to get away from these guys. Not the smartest thing I've ever done. Let's get this headlamp and try to get to another set of stairs. Alright, we'll tell you what, let's run and we're gonna jet past these guys, up the stairs, turn off the headlamp, and we're gonna continue exploring the house. I don't want to get into a huge long stand-up fight yet, mostly because it takes a lot of energy out of you. You do get a lot of bites sometimes. So I'm hoping to see if we can find anything that's going to give us a really strong advantage in the upcoming clearing out of the house activity. I love mansions because they generally have a big room that's full of books, like this one. So we'll have to explore that a bit down the road once we have everybody cleared out of here. I don't mind too much if they go about destroying the doors or the windows. I can always repair those, and for the most part, I'm only going to be setting up in one location, so I would probably set up, for example, not out here, because the problem with this area is it's open to the world, so you can see, you know, zombies can see you and get in. I would normally set something up like maybe just inside the door here, or if we have the construction skill, we could even try to make our own. Oh, is this fresh water too? Shallow water. I don't actually know if this would make you sick or not. I'm not going to, you know, explore by example first, but we'll find the answer to that down the road. Well, unfortunately, I didn't see any wonderful full sets of armor. That was probably asking a bit much, but we do have our Zweihander ready to go. What about upstairs? Maybe there's a chance that there's a set up here. I don't think I've ever seen it up here. Oh my god, guys, this is it. It's upstairs now. This is a full chainmail set of armor and a broadsword with a scabbard to store it. Is there a chance that there's another one on the other side here? Is that a door over there? I don't think so. Let me scoot around this person. Let's go all the way around the house. Aw, there's no armor in this room. Either way, that's what I was talking about. Mansions have a chance of dropping amazing, amazing gear. Huh, this is new. This just means that there's a drop here straight down. Okay, we need to get rid of this person. So, let's wield the Zweihander. Ah, the backpack got cut. No! It's fine, though, because we're in the place that we're going to want to stay. I'll go back to no style. And we'll have to kill this big one first before we really get invested in much. Okay, so it's pulped. It's all set. So, here's what I'm going to do. We need to clean everything out of this place. I want to drop everything on the floor. I honestly might even drop... I'll tell you what, I'm going to drop everything I own right now to get a good feel for how the armor fits. So we're basically stark naked. Oh, look at our eyes. We're so adorable. We're going to wear the chainmail armor. This is going to cover, it's 20 encumbrance. It protects us 12 and 12. I guess it protects us the same as the Kabuto. But provides us no warmth like the Kabuto. Can we wear both of these? Oh, the Kabuto is a helmet. So this is actually going to work well for us. We're going to have the Kabuto to protect our head. We have the We'll wear the scabbard. We'll wield the broadsword. So what are we looking at right now? We've got 95% coverage on our chest, protecting us to 12. We got great head protection. We have no protection. Oh, actually, the chainmail extends down your arm. You don't have anything for your hands nor your feet. So we want to wear something for our hands, which is going to be those turnout gauntlets, the fire gauntlets. And we'll need our boots, probably, our turnout boots. So now we should have a full protected set of armor. We have something that's on everything, basically. We have 100% or 95 coverage on everything. And it's giving us a good amount of protection here. So, oh, the chainmail actually covers your head? Okay, well, we don't want to over encumber our head, so we'll drop the kabuto off. What else are we going to grab here? I will bring a first aid kit in case something horrible happens. Do we have any way to carry this? Don't we have like a leg pouch? Okay, the leg pouch gave us just enough volume to carry a first aid kit. So what I'm going to do now is spend some time clearing out this house. I've got the first aid kit in case we happen to get a really horrible attack happen to us. Well, that's depressing. The broadsword only did 13 damage. Is that because our skill just is so low, the cutting weapon skill? We're at 131. Let's see what happens when we attack one person. 131 didn't really change anything. So maybe it's only our melee skill that's going to go up. We're at 224 on the melee side. I guess that doesn't do anything either. Either way, though, the nice thing about this is we can kind of stay in place and just do some stand-up fighting because they're trying to bite us, but we're basically in chainmail, so they can't get through. I'm going to stay in one place for a bit and just kind of beat away at these guys. As long as that we're not getting, you know, hit, we're okay. My main goal is to not get surrounded, though. He bit our eyes? Good lord. Of course, we forgot to wear our safety glasses. Okay, you know what? Safety first. Let's go ahead and wear those safety glasses and the reading glasses. In fact, I'll even go back onto my eyes and rearrange those. Oh, okay, so the reading glasses are closest to our eyeballs right now. Okay, cool. Wouldn't want to not follow proper safety guidelines. Is this getting us any more skill? Not a ton. I guess this is kind of getting us some bashing and a little bit more melee, but it seems like it doesn't give you a lot. I'm going to spend a little time bashing some corpses in, because I don't want to forget about it later on. So whenever we try to kill something, I'm going to try to remember to bash it on sight so we don't lose track of it. Cool, so we've got that done, and we're going to basically just go around making a bunch of noise. We could probably yell a bunch, which makes a little bit of noise, which brings people to you, or people, zombies. I think that cool little hook icon means that you've been grabbed. You've been grappled, basically. Raining outside. Basically making a lot of noise looking for footprints, or those footprint icons on the map, to let you know that there's been sound. I do like an area that has a fireplace, and honestly this is a decent spot because look how close we are to water, and the fireplace is right here, and there's a bed. This might turn into one of our main rooms. I don't like that it's so close to windows is the downside, but we'll deal with what we can deal with. Can we move the fire? I don't think we actually move the fireplace is the thing. Yeah, we can't move the fireplace and bring it with us or anything like that. I'm going to back up a bit because he actually did get a little bit of damage through. I'm also trying to be careful and watch our damage. I don't want anything to go blue or red. As soon as something goes blue, we have to absolutely look for something to treat the bite wound to make sure it doesn't get infected. I'm going to yell out here a little bit, although we may not be able to be loud enough over the water, the rain. How are we doing here? Oh, why are we in pain here? We're in, oh, we're wet. So we're just grumpy that we're wet and we ate a ton of uncooked corn dogs. So we're pretty grumpy about that situation. We are getting some skill ups here in bashing. So I guess it takes a long time for your skills to get brought up in bashing. and cutting, so we'll just have to keep at it for a bit. For a couple days after we clear this house out, we'll probably have to stay on edge a bit in case we missed anyone, because they tend to hide away in little corners, and you don't always see the zombies on the first run through. I think there were some in here or close by. Once we think this is fine, I'll go ahead and go downstairs, clear out those areas. By the way, I mentioned before that when you're in a Z level, a different Z level, things don't come downstairs. That's not exactly true. If a zombie is close to you and chasing you, they will pursue you, or other creatures too. They will pursue you up or down the stairs. What I meant was, if we're basically completely safe, I don't think that the zombies randomly explore down in basements. So that's what I was trying to get at. Additionally, we do have kegs here. So I think we can pick up one of the barrels. Not this wooden barrel. Or can we? Can we pick this up? I think we can. We can wield it and basically carry it up and down those floors, and then we can drag it. So we will get a keg. We will basically fill the keg with the pool water. We'll run through, we'll run it next to a fire and basically mass produce clean water. And yeah, after that, we'll pretty much be good to go. I won't explore too much of the goodies yet. I want to make sure that we've got all the zombies taken care of for the most part. This is a dead end. We'll have to come at the house through a different angle here. Which is kind of weird. Normally the basement connects all the way through. But this is a bit of a different designed basement than I normally have seen. No fancy books here. That's unfortunate. I really want... Ooh, the DIY compendium might be for fabrication. Actually, we can do this. Drop the... Sorry, I'm trying to take up which button to push here. Let's do broadsword, sword, and scabbard. Read the DIY compendium. What is this going to teach us? Okay, we're grumpy about that, so we don't want to actually study the book. This would... Oh, dang, this would bring our fabrication to 6 from a 3. So we're not going to be able to use this book yet. But this is going to be a super awesome book full of recipes for us down the road. Alright, we'll go back to wielding our... you can activate your scabbard, by the way, to store things or withdraw things. Handloader's Helper is nice. That helps you to make your own custom ammunition, which is always useful. It's a random plastic bottle. I don't mind if I grab that. That was upstairs. We'll go back into this room here. A couple friends must have heard us fighting. I'll actually let them come at us one at a time here in the doorway. Cool. We'll pulp those guys. I think there's one outside that I forgot to pulp. I'll yell a couple times, make sure that no one wants to come visit. I know it says we're very hungry and very thirsty. I'm not worried about that right now, though, because we are in a really great spot that has... it may not have a metric ton of food, but it will be enough to keep us fed for a good couple of days. Water is no longer a problem at this point. Food will be a continued issue, but the thing is we're actually really close to not only a town, but also a forest. And forests generally do have animals that are running around, so we should be able to hunt our own friends here. What a crazy lucky start this is right now. I mean, normally I find one or the other. I find like a, I find a, a couple things here or there. But I mean, a toolbox, all these weapons, a mansion, an RV that's actually fully functional. I'm very, very excited about this playthrough. And it's been a while since I've actually played the game. And I have never done a super long Cataclysm playthrough. Most of the time I wind up dying very, very quickly. So I'd really want to try to... make a survivor last a long time. This person is, by the way, that named the Beep, obviously in honor of Beep from Kenshi. So I think I'm going to try to start getting into the story of what Beep is thinking, or this person, maybe their nickname is Beep. Maybe they're, let's say that, what are they? They're a firefighter. They're fleet-footed. Obviously, I min-maxed all of these traits. I'll tell you what, I think the reason this person's called the Beep is because they were, during the Firefighter Academy, they were super fast, because they're fleet-footed. That's the trait they have. So everyone referred to them as, like, the Roadrunner, because they just, you know, you just wind up, you know, meep, and spurting off. So maybe that's how Beep got his nickname. And since the end of the apocalypse is here, maybe he just doesn't care anymore about his old real name, because, you know, hell, it's the apocalypse is here. There's barely any humans, so what does it even matter? So he kind of remembers himself fondly as Beep instead of his old name, whatever it happened to be. Bob Smith will say. So, yeah, Beep was, you know, he did a little bit of martial arts to keep himself in good shape for being a firefighter. You know, got a couple weird issues going on, a little bit of lactose intolerance. Heals really slow. He's kind of one of those people that bruises for days and days, and it just, you know, you always see those colors in their skin. Never been a really big drinker. Never really identified with a lot of people that, you know, at the station. You know, they don't go out for a couple beers. He's kind of that guy that's like, oh, I'm just gonna get a Coke, you know. Ooh, laundry cart. Laundry carts are nice because they do have a little bit of extra volume. Actually, a ton of volume. The problem with these is, we can't carry a cart up and down stairs. So it kind of stinks in one regards, but we could use it to run around the basement and open a bunch of stuff up, which we will do it someday. It's almost like a full day event too. And if you think about it, put yourself in this guy's shoes. You've just discovered a mansion that's absolutely massive. You really probably would spend almost a full day just running around, opening boxes, finding things to put, you know, what you might need, storing things up. It's pretty funny to think about what it would be like to be in this guy's situation. Oh, not funny at all, but I mean, you know, it'd be interesting to be in his situation, to be sure. Tons of spare clothing around here, which is going to be great, because that means we're never going to run out of either clothes or raw materials to repair clothes. Let's do a stock, make sure we're not injured. We're really not. Our guy's really bummed. I think I need to drink something pretty soon, like a positive, joyful thing. If I see some alcohol... Oh, we can't do that because he's actually weak-willed, or weak stomach. Maybe some candy or something. No, a piece of candy. Tons of boxes to open with our Halligan tool down the road. Is this a dojo? Oh, this is a weight room. I'm going to activate the head. Oh, we don't have the headlamp anymore. Let's see. What is our skill up to? We're still in the 2 of the melee tree. We're getting closer to getting bashing. For some reason, this broadsword counts as bashing. Maybe it counts as a little bit of both. Kind of like how Kenshi has some weapons do bashing and cutting damage. Maybe the same thing is true for this. Yes, we will happily pick up these sports drinks. In fact, let's go ahead and drink the sports drinks right now, just to make sure we don't go over crazy on the quenching problem. Also go ahead and drink the V8. This is probably like a shower. Man, there's like bottles of liquids everywhere. Are we hurting at all? We got a little pain. I'll go ahead and take a couple of aspirin to hopefully get rid of some of the pain. I think, what does pain do versus painkillers? Lowers your intelligence and your speed. Maybe the painkillers actually reduced the debuff that we had, and I didn't see the debuff before we put had the painkillers take effect. Okay, so the basement looks relatively clear. As I mentioned, for the next couple of days, we'll have our character obviously carrying around a weapon on us at any given time, but I think for the most part, we should be good to continue exploring. I think the only area we've really not cleared up is upstairs. What I also might do, to save you guys a little bit of time on this, is I might, as I'm running through the house, I might try to clean up some of the corpses, because I don't know if they attract anything or not, but I do want to. How could we do that? I could try to get a cart and pick up all the crappy clothing, and then have all the undead or have all the dead clothing in one area. That way, if we ever needed to grab a couple crappy pieces of clothing, we could. We know where they were. We could try to repair them to grind up our tailoring skill. Oh my gosh. A tray pan? Yes, please. Atreapan is a very strong antibiotic that helps you fight off infections. So that is amazing to get. So if we happen to get infected right now, we would be safe-ish. I think it gives you a very high chance to not get infected or to reduce the infection rate. This is a poor human. I'm going to actually try to... Okay, no. We can't pulp it. I think these are basically like the servants' quarters is where we're at right now. So if you're wondering why there's all these people around here, there's these little tiny rooms off to the side. That's where all the servants were. The mod pack, or the visual mod pack, is a bit different. And I think it's... There used to be zombies that are like, they actually would be wearing like a maid's outfit if they were a maid, or they'd have like a cook's outfit if they were a cook. But it seems like this this mod that I have, one of the graphical packs, doesn't quite have everything, all the same options. So that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's just something I noticed. A bunch of whiskey here. This is like the cigar room or the smoking room. We'll clear out the other side of the upstairs area. Probably not a ton over here. Normally these areas aren't all that impressive. Oh, you know what? If I remember right, there's a possibility of some rooms containing hidden doors and hidden areas. So I might have to explore that in a bit. I think I burned down a wall once to try to get to one. I don't remember how I found it either. Maybe it was just that the spacing looked weird on it. This room was locked, so I'm going to break through. Nothing to find. But yeah, if you feel like maybe the game, like, the wall looks a little bit different, or can we grab this locker and move it out of the way? Yeah, sure enough. This was a hidden entrance down. That's so cool. It's like Clue, guys. There's like secret passages everywhere. But you'll just notice like like basically we came up here and was like, hey, that's weird. The map seems to have a little cut or indentation up there. All right, so I think upstairs is relatively clear. Maybe we didn't go all the way up here, so we'll finish this off. This looks like this is the main master bedroom. It's pretty freaking huge. Ow. We got a couple bites in on us there. The bites aren't... Ah, crap. The last bite that we did get is blue, which means the bite is right on the left leg. So I think to make sure we don't get infected, I'm going to take some Atreapan. And, to be fair, that the fact that we did get bit, I mean, we were expecting that because we're basically in this massive house fighting a bunch of zombies, and we knew we were going to get hit at some point. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get hit earlier. Holy crap. There's a crap ton of bottles of juices here. What is this room? Is this like the juice room? I don't think I splattered those corpses. Yes, I did. There's tons of blood everywhere. A little balcony here. Nothing doing there. Time magazine. I mean, this wouldn't be a bad room either. It's really far from all the interesting things like water, the things that we need to get to a lot. Oh, you know what I need to do? I should have done this. We need to do a first aid kit, and we need to apply the disinfectant to our wound. So, chance to clean and disinfect. 95% chance to clean this wound up. So, our wound still aches. Let's go ahead and put... where did it go? We need to put our medical gauze on the wound. This will not help in cleaning the wound. Okay, what about bandage? This will not help in cleaning the wound. Let's go ahead and I guess we're going to have to keep applying the disinfectant here. Oh, it's actually disinfected at an average level. Okay, do we have it like, can we super disinfect it by just reapplying it a bunch of times? Oh, good. We actually completely disinfected our leg. I guess the Atreapan might have been a bit early to pop that. But I still feel better about using it just to make sure that we don't get that infection. We don't want anything like a zombie infection or a disease or of any sort. Okay, so we've got the master bedroom. I think that was the last room in the house that we had not explored. So we still might run into some zombos here and there. But by and large, I think this mansion is now can be considered property of the Beep. So what do we want to do? It's almost... I can't tell. What time is it outside? It is nighttime. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hole up here tonight. And tomorrow, We'll run back over to Friendship, grab all of our items that we had downstairs, move them over to the mansion, along with hopefully that RV will last for one trip across the road here. And yeah, we're gonna start setting up shop in one of these rooms off of. Now we have two sources of water. I don't think we'd ever run out of water here at the pond. So it's what I like about it is that it's walled in. Like, you know, basically zombies won't be passing by the house. This is the most interior area you can get to. So maybe we could set up something like right here. We could set a, you know, we'll get enough pieces of stone. We'll set up a little fireplace. And I really want to have a fireplace really close by, though. Are there any fireplaces, like, right directly? I know there was the one a couple rooms over. Yeah, there's the closest fireplace, I think, is right in here. So it's right in one of these bedrooms. I just don't like how many windows are in this particular room. I mean, we can always board them up, but boarding them up doesn't make it invincible. And I'd rather have the light source, like, tucked in, like, here. This is a great room for us to set up a base in, because it's really interior. It's got lots of protection against it. It's got multiple exits, so if we do get ambushed, we can run. And we're only a couple steps away from getting water. I just don't like rooms that are super on the outside of the house that you're in, because it's just, windows are so easy to break through. Maybe we can replace them down the road and actually build a wooden wall and then change that into a stone wall. That could be a possibility. Okay, let's get ourselves some food, some drink, and we'll bed down for the night. Everything is frozen. That's relatively annoying. String here. No, we can't even have the bacon? That's just savage, guys. It's gonna be funny if I starve to death because, like, everything's just frozen and we can't get to anything. God, everything really is all messed up. We do have our, there we go, raw. We don't think we want raw macaroni either. Alright, tin can of beans. We're gonna pop this open, eat it raw, delicious. What else can we do? We got, that was the hunger. I don't think we're desperate enough to just start eating, drinking raw red sauce from lasagna or from a spaghetti yet. This is alcoholic, if I remember right. The wooden barrel of Chardonnay, so I don't think we want to really do anything with that at the moment. Let's go back to where we dropped all of our gear off, because I think I had a bunch of goodies there. We really need to find a bigger source of a volume source for us to carry things with down the road. Alright, so what do we have in the corner? Do we bring anything with us? We've got Adderall, that's really it. Darn it. Where's the nearest bedroom? There's a couch here we can probably sleep on. You know, if we can fill our barrel, maybe we can bring the barrel of water up to or over to where we want to sleep. Like, this would be a great spot because it's got fireplaces. Yeah, we'll take a look at all the different options for sure. What do I want right at this moment? I'm going to grab the backpack again, even though I think it's about to, like, explode or fall apart. We'll grab the headlamp. We'll grab a beef taco MRE. And we'll try... I think there was a room downstairs. If I remember right, it was at that the gym area that had a ton of sports drinks in it. What is here? There's this giant room. We'll go ahead and drink some lemonade. Okay, so we're no longer hungry. You guys see this giant room to my left? Is this just a, maybe this is just the edge of the map? And really nothing more, and I shouldn't read into it too much. But, like, this whole section here seems like there should be something in it. Or maybe that's where the pool is, above us. Huh. That could be the case. I don't see any other... Normally there's like an entertainment room. I think I remember seeing one, but I don't know if they'll have any food there. Either way, we're mostly good for the night. We're a little hungry, but we should be able to get everything together when we go back to our other base. So let's go ahead and go upstairs. I'll turn the light off, and we're going to bed down for the evening. Let's go to the master. We'll go to the master bedroom here. I think it was up this way. Yeah, we don't mind sleeping with a bunch of corpses. No big deal. They have blankets but no pillows here. That's odd. Yeah, this was the pile of sports drinks. It's so weird. There's like a crap ton of drinks here. Well, I mean, it's awesome. And eventually, as we drink all of those, we turn them into empty bottles, which we can fill up and take with us. Okay, we are going to sleep away. Kind of save the game again. Again, rather. Are we really freezing up here? Are any of these windows opened? Hang on, I think I need to oh, we can't actually sleep. God, I hope I don't freeze to death from this. I thought I had a blanket, but I think I'm too far away from the blanket to grab it. No, I actually should have, I think when you sleep, you actually pull blankets with you that are around you, but we're okay. We're a little bit cold. We're just a little chilly. I don't think that does anything, but maybe gives us a bit of a speed reduction. Yeah. So, it is early morning. We'll try not to jump out the windows to our death here. It is early morning and a new day, so let's go ahead and go downstairs, go back to our vehicle, and try to load everything up and bring it over. Oh god, that literally almost fell. You're always like one misclick away or miss button away from killing yourself in this game. Do we want to drive over? Can we drive over? Let's see if any... Oh, hi. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. Alright, so this vehicle has wheels, gas, no gas in it. This has gasoline, a full battery. This looks like it should work. Okay, it did actually work. Let's go ahead and shut the vehicle off to make sure that we don't use any more of its precious juice up. And this vehicle's lacking everything. So we'll take this. You know what? Honestly, I don't think we need to. Maybe it's better to keep the working vehicles here. We'll just run back home. It is dawn, isn't it? Maybe I mistimed to where we're sleeping. Okay, so we're just going to go hit northeast for a bit. I'm going to put safe mode on. So if we walk into anything dangerous... Oh. I never like seeing a grouping of these guys here. I think we can't see anything because it's a snowstorm. That's why our vision's all screwed up. That makes more sense. So, a couple corpses here. I'm never a big fan of that because it tends to indicate that something horrible has come through, like a Migo or something like that. Migos can really screw you up, especially if we're wounded and slow because it's cold. I want to grab a couple things off these corpses. I mean, if he's here, he's here. There's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do about it. The bodies tend to be groupings of things that are similar. So you'll have either like a bunch of drug dealers, for example, or a bunch of like kids or something like that. Okay, so we're still moving towards friendship. And we should be right outside of our house here pretty soon. Okay, there's the wall. So, let's run inside. We're probably pretty damn cold anyways. So, the downside is I don't think we have a way to transport all this stuff back and forth. We might have to do a couple trips here. Headlamp, please. I think, do we still have a backpack? We do still have a backpack, so we barely have enough room for a lot of stuff. Can we make a makeshift sling of any sort? Rider mask is all we can really make. Sometimes you can make a kind of like a bindle or something like that. We'll grab as much as we can in one go, and we'll have to come back and probably make more trips in order to get everything over to the truck. Alright, so we're full up here. I'll actually drop the sword off too once we get upstairs. We'll just keep the backpack. Maybe in our exploration of the house we'll actually find a new backpack. Here's to hoping that the vehicle still works. I have not tested it, and I hate to do that because I don't want to accidentally run the juice out of it. Let's put the sword in the scabbard and continue our little shuffle run. I hope you guys are enjoying this game. It's pretty fun. It depends. It really depends on if this is your style of gameplay or not. Some people absolutely hate this style. I particularly love it. But again, it's just, it's personal preference, so no worries if you don't like it. There's always going to be different content on this channel, I hope. So it's just my hope that we give you a lot of good, fun things to watch. Cataclysm is something different. It's free, which makes it a positive in my book. And it's super, super challenging. So if you're a person who really likes games like, say, RimWorld, Dwarf Fortress, Factorio, games that really kind of challenge you and almost crush your soul a bit, this is definitely one of those games that could be for you. There is just a learning curve that is absolutely the size of a state. Let's drop everything off on the van floor. Yes, please. The van floor, it has storage in it, so it actually does have a limit of how much you can store in one spot. It makes sense, though. You can't stack a ton of stuff in one particular square of your RV. Everything's going to start falling over or going up to the ceiling, and you're out of space. So it doesn't make sense that there are restrictions on that. Let's grab our frying pan, all of our backup clothing here, all of the books. We ran out of space for those. We'll do one more trip. I think is all we really need is to do one more trip. Let's grab as many books as we can, and that's about it. And we're going to be on our way. Hopefully the RV is going to start up. If it doesn't, we might have to go out and run to get some fuel to siphon into it. If the battery's dead, that's going to really suck. So I was hoping that we disabled anything that was using any of the battery. That is my hope. Because I love RVs. Because I really have always wanted to basically just make a super tank, a battle tank. Really Mad Max it up and, put armor on the sides. What the hell is a cockroach randomly doing in here? Let's dodge around the cockroach. I just want to get in and out of here. Cockroaches be damned. And, of course, we need the art of Japanese armor making. Why not? Leave us alone, bro. Cockroach, bro. Okay, I'm just going to kill the cockroach, I guess. What else did we have here? I think we... What the hell? This is a Triffid. Ooh, I don't think I want to be around these if I remember right. Well, I'm glad I'm leaving here. We'll take the pizzas. Take it to pizza. I don't think there was anything in the bedroom. I'm going to leave everything alone. I don't want to... There's something like a fungal creature in this game that can emit a spore. And I think it can infect you. And you basically, like... You die from it, if I remember right. So I don't want to do anything that has anything to do with flowers at all. Okay, here's the big test. We're still in a snowstorm. I hope the vehicle starts up. Let's cross our fingers here. Awesome. It did start up. I'm going to start driving carefully. I think... yeah, we'll go ahead and do the lights on. So, comic and vehicle. So we've got one... Oh, you're kidding me. 1 minute till it's empty? Seriously? That's super irritating. We're going to gun it. We'll go ahead and crank up the lights as well. Of course I can't see anything here. Hopefully we can make this run on the gas we have. I basically am ramping up the acceleration as much as I can to try to get us as far as we can. At some point right there, too heavy for its engines means that the RV has died, but it does have a lot of inertia to it. Okay, so we made it almost back to the house. We'll have to let go. I'm going to turn off the headlights right now. I'm so sad. We'll get it here. It's not that big of a deal. All we have to do is siphon some gas into it. So we'll have to get a container. I'll have to get a hose. It's one of those things that's slightly annoying. I'm actually going to turn safe mode on because I'm running pretty quick. We've got vehicles with fuel here. What I need is a container and a hose. So let's grab the broadsword. Let's find a dishwasher. What has a hose in it? Let's smash some things and find out. all we need is some tubing, I think. I know that, I think the dishwashers, maybe the clothes machines have it. There we go. Rubber hose. Perfect. Now we need a pretty decent sized container, like a gallon jug would be great. Not a 3mm or 3-liter jar. We actually do want a full gallon container here. Is it me or are we just not seeing very far? We've got our glasses on, right? We do. It feels like our vision's really restricted. Gallon jug, gallon jug, gallon jug. I think there's another kitchen on this side. Perfect. Gallon jug of vinegar. Maybe we can melt it and drop it out. Or just get rid of it. Can I empty this? How do I think I can do gallon jug. Reload? Unload? We can't unload it, I think, because it's frozen. God, it's so funny that they've got that. It's annoying that they have it too. Okay, fine. Well, then we're going to go to a fireplace. We're going to smash this chair to pieces. We're going to grab some 2x4s. We're going to put them in the damn fire. We're going to lose our minds because we don't have any way to start a fire. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Seriously? Did I not have a lighter? Twitch, twitch, twitch. My eyes. Where was that at? I thought I heard a zombie noise here. Was that a matchbook? Nope. Patch with cigarettes, of course. A thing of cigarettes, but no matchbook. Let's go over to the car. I think the car actually has something to do to fix that with. The Humvee, rather. Or the Humvee. The RV. Every vehicle I said but the one we wanted. I think it's up this way in this clearing. Not clearing, but an area that we've already explored. Okay, so... Goodness, can I search? Cool. Refillable lighter, got it. Let's go ahead and get back to the house. I know this is like mega super tedious, and this is part of what the game's, you know, the glory of this game is sometimes. You're sitting here doing this. I'm literally trying to melt vinegar so I can... Oh, good, the vinegar's cold now with all the crap I've been doing. So let's do unload on the vinegar. Pour it to the ground. Cool. So the gasoline, the gallon jug now is empty. We're going to go over here to one of these vehicles that don't have any wheels. And I'm going to use E, go to siphon, and I'm going to siphon the tank. Pour into the container gallon jug. Cool. So we got all the gas from that car. I see no gas in this car. We're going to siphon the gas from... What the heck is this? Electronic scrap. I don't remember that being there. Let's siphon... Crap. Do we have no gas in any of these vehicles? That stinks. Let's see if we can find... do we remember any other vehicles being around? I don't think so. Let's see if we can just bring... Oh, there's a police car up there. Let's go to that. I'm so nervous that I haven't seen anything in so long here. Okay, so we've got a police car. We'll do E, siphon, vehicle tank into the container. Gasoline, got it. Okay, we'll take the container over to our RV. Hopefully we've got enough gas just to get us in front of the building. That's all we want to do is just get us over in front of our mansion. Okay, E, fill, vehicle tank. What do you mean? I do too. Is this a clean water tank? Oh. Okay, maybe I need to be careful about that. There we go. One tank is actually storing clean water. One of the other ones is storing gasoline. So, how long is this going to last us? Oh, good. At least like a couple seconds. So, we'll turn the vehicle on. Hopefully it starts. It does. Oh, we got to be careful. It actually was already set to 40 miles an hour, so we shot forward. We're taking a little bit of damage by running over all of this. Ooh. Let's go real slow here. Let's actually slam on the brakes. Make sure I don't hit the building. We do take a little bit of damage when you run into the... Ooh, crap. to run into things like bushes and stuff. We're going to have to go all the way around the house because the swamp is in the way. So let's curve around the house here. I guess I don't have to go to the front door, but it is where all the other vehicles are. So if we ever need parts and we actually get good enough to start doing a lot of heavy vehicle work, we could... we could make it happen. I'll tell you what, let's just do this. Let's back the vehicle up into right against the house. There we go. There's actually room for it. Oop, oop, careful, careful, careful. It's really awkward, I know. I know it looks super weird, guys, but this, you know, you think about how a game like that has tiles can make a vehicle look like it's turning. It makes sense. It works out. All right, so we're backing up. I don't think there's anything in the way here. I'll have to stop. I think I'm hitting some bushes or something. So, good enough. We're close enough here. We're going to shut down the truck. How much gas do we still have? 18 minutes until it's empty, so we could take it for a little jaunt, but that's really about all we could do. Why are we hearing noise in here? Okay, I think it's actually shutting off, so we're okay. Why are we hearing stuff? I'm so confused. Is it a bunch of stuff falling around or, like, moving around? Let's, pull up a bit. Why is the RV all of a sudden too heavy? No, did it just die? Oh no, the noise we heard. Oh my god, that's funny. The noise I heard was gasoline leaking out of the tank. Because I'm guessing... Sorry, I smacked the microphone there, so I apologize for that. I think the main fuel tank just got ruptured from backing up into something. Where does it normally sit at? I'm looking for... I think because it's purple, that indicated that it was... Either that or I left the vehicle on, but I think we actually ruptured it and it leaked out because it was damaged. That's the sound we heard. We heard a bunch of, like, dripping sounds and we couldn't figure out what it was. That's fine. We can repair the tank. I really just wanted to have the RV close to home so I eventually could really work on it as kind of a mechanic or a handyman. Okay, so this episode, we basically have claimed this mansion as ours, guys. The Beep now owns a mansion, an RV, a suit of armor, and a bunch of weapons and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about this start. What we're going to do over the next few episodes is... you know, and I might do some of this off camera because a lot of this is running around doing some basic stuff like collecting goodies, making sure we have a good supply of food and water. I'll show you the water part in case you're confused on how to set up a base because this, you know, not exactly the most clean explanation sometimes with this game. So we'll set up some basics of the base, but I might run around the house first and look for a bunch of goodies that are just in storage and bring them back to one central spot. In terms of setting up the base, I think I'm going to stick with... Ooh, you know what? I still don't like the fact that this is super exposed, but we could eventually, if we get our fabrication skill up high enough... Okay, it's really loud. Let me go under here. We could build our own walls. We could build wooden walls, and... I think for the most part, you only need fabrication 2 to build wooden walls. So, we could possibly set up right here where there's a fireplace and we're right next door to the water, and we could set up all of our storage. I am really nervous about doing that. I think I'm going to stick with the idea of going inside. It'd be really cool to do that, and maybe down the road we'll do it as an experiment, but we'll probably wind up boarding up all of these windows or turning them into wooden walls with the eventual goal of making this room completely sealed off. We still have an emergency exit out the windows to the bathroom here. I'm going to actually close all these blinds. We also have another emergency exit in the form of this room. I'm going to close all these, move that out of the way. Yeah, I like that. I like this room because it's got a fireplace, it's got a bed. We're really just down the street here for some water. And what I'm going to do with the water is fill up... I'm going to cook a bunch of... I'm going to clean the water in a fire. And I'm going to load that water directly into a barrel. And so there's a way to do that so you don't have to keep moving stuff around. We're basically almost like pulling water right from the pool directly into a barrel after we clean it, boil it, and make it clean water. So we'll bring that entire barrel in here, and then we'll have a permanent water source for a very, very, very long time. I'll build the tables all around us as well. I think this is going to work out, guys. I'm really excited about this mansion. I'm very excited about this Let's Play. Cataclysm is a super fun game. We're actually about to starve to death because we're famished. I will take care of that off camera. I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance on myself and, go looking around the house for some goodies. I would love to find a shopping cart somewhere, and I might take a jaunt in town. Let's see, is this a grocery store? These are all houses. Small wooded trail. As we explore into this looks like a very spread out town, but we might be able to find a decent, grocery store that has a bunch of these carts, and I can grab a cart, run back home, la-di-da, and it'll help me run around the house and kind of get a bunch of items together. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me and The Beep with this adventure of Cataclysm DDA. Again, if you like to play the game, it is free. I'm going to try to have the link in the description below. And if you really want to do an easy way of installing the game, you can just use the launcher that is on GitHub. And I'll try to have a link to that as well. It might not be here right away. I might put that up a couple episodes later. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode. I do hope to see you later. Take care.